This is Banjo, and today I'm going over the sector module, which is used to add a contested sector in which the side with the largest force in the trigger area will gain control over the sector. For this example, I'll be using the sector module to create and complete a task once Blue 4 enters the area and repels the enemy attack. First, start by placing the sector module, which can be found in Modules, Category Multiplayer, Module Sector. The module has numerous values and parameters which I will go over by examining the sector module which I have already placed. The first value is simply the name, which is used in the markers, tasks, and notifications. Designation value is a single letter used in the sector icon. Seize reward is how much score points will be added at the end of the mission once the sector has been completed. The expression value can be used to execute codes and scripts once sector ownership changes. Ownership limit is the percentage of how far an area needs to be captured in order for the sector to be considered captured. Default owner is the owner of the sector. If nobody is used, the area will be a blank sector. Task owners are the sides that will receive the tasks created by the sector module, with task title and description being the title and description of those tasks. And finally, the cost values are how fast each unit type will be able to capture the given sector. The next step is to add game logic sides for each side that will be competing for the sector. In this example, Op4 and Blue 4 are used. Located in game logic, class sides. The next step is to set up the area used by the sector. In this case, we will need an area game logic synchronized to the sector module, found in game logic, class locations, then select area. Next, to define the size of the area, we need a trigger synchronized to the area game logic, with the circle representing the sector area. The only values you need to be concerned with are axis A and axis B, which affect the sector size. The final step in this tutorial is an optional trigger, which is used to create the sector after the trigger is completed. In this case, the activation is Blue 4 present within the area. Once Blue 4 enters the area, it will create the sector as well as the task to defend it. Taking a look at the map as we enter a game, we're able to see that the sector module has not been created yet, as the trigger set up for Blue 4's activation has not been completed yet. As I enter the area and Blue 4 is present in the trigger zone, it will create the sector module as well as the task assigned to it. And taking a look in the upper right hand portion of the screen, we're able to see the icon representing the sector, which is currently represented in blue as Blue 4 owns the sector. By switching over to Op4 and entering the sector, we're able to see once Op4 are in the trigger area, the area will become contested, marked by its gray icon on the map, as well as the red taking over the left hand portion of the sector icon in the upper right hand portion of the screen. As the area is taken over by an opposing force, we're able to see a notification that represents that, as well as the new marker appear over the sector module's location on the map. Switching back to Blue 4 and eliminating the Op4 team, we'll be able to see Blue 4 retake the contested sector in the sector icon in the upper right hand portion of the screen, as well as the marker on the map change back to Blue 4, completing the task created by the sector module.